Hi, welcome back. My name is Wildkard. Super Rugby Round 3, Highlanders versus Hurricanes. Hurricanes versus Highlanders in Wellington, in front of I think they have a limit of 100 people at the crowd. So there's 100 people screaming their lungs out. You can hear them on TV. Quite an interesting atmosphere to be playing in front of a tiny crowd who are extremely vocal in this game. And this is a game where, I think the Highlanders may have let themselves down a little bit. Just a little bit too many mistakes. The execution just hasn't been very clinical in this game, despite having the ascendancy over the Hurricanes, quite frankly, in a lot of the periods of the game. I think most of the game. So essentially the game kind of started off with both teams testing each other out, and both teams missed their first attempt at the goal conversion. And this is something that especially with Mitch Hunt, right? The commentators cursed the absolute shit out of him this one. It's right in front, literally right in front. This is easiest kick you can imagine. And then he's just sitting there taking really long to take the kick, like he's always takes pretty long. And then the 100 fans started whistling, start yelling, start jeering, and then you really actually put him off. He kicks the ball, hits the post. I could not believe that. And the commentator's yeah, Mitch Hunt hasn't missed a single kick. Just cursed the shit out of him. And then he misses the kick right in front. Jordie Barrett missed a bit longer one as well, kind of right in front as well, but the further back. So both teams missed the first kick right off the bat. But the Hurricanes kind of kicked into gear and then just punched in a couple of tries. And then the Hurricanes in the second half slowed down. And the Highlanders really piled on a lot of pressure. The Hurricanes just giving away penalties repeatedly. I thought the Highlanders probably could have got a yellow card from the amount of penalties that the Highlanders were just conceding inside their own 22, inside their own danger zone. But the Highlanders, the execution just a little bit off for such a long period in the second half. There was one where they surely should have scored, where they had a beautiful crossfield kick, perfectly timed, perfectly judged. The winger, number 11, he was right there to catch the ball as well, and he knocks the ball on. And then even the commentators, what's his name, was bashing him. Was yeah, I should have catched it. That's if you want to play at this level, you needed to catch that. That was pretty harsh by the commentator. Who was it? What's his name? Not Kerr. What's his name? Anyway, who cares? And then so really Highlanders let themselves down quite a bit. Could have probably had an opportunity to win. Right at the end of the game, there was Highlanders got to be hard done as well. So the Highlanders scores a try with 5 minutes to go, and then it looks like they could potentially force a draw and go to extra time. So the scrum, there was basically there was a scrum outside of around the Hurricanes 40-meter mark, and then essentially the first scrum claps, Hurricanes gets a free kick, and then Adi Savia decides to go for another scrum, which the commentator did mention. If there was a penalty, then Hurricanes could be in danger, right? But there was no penalty, or there was a penalty, but the ball comes out of the scrum. The scrum kind of collapses, kind of goes down, and the ball comes out. Aaron Smith makes the kind of grabs the ball, and the referee penalizes the scrum for going down. I thought that was a bit hard done by, because the scrum kind of folded into one direction, and it looked like the Hurricanes are going backwards. So generally speaking, if that's the case, the Highlanders should have got the penalty, in my opinion. And also the ball kind of popped out as well. So I thought it should have just been played on, because what's his name? Aaron Smith grabbed the ball, right? So I thought that was anyway, maybe that's my thoughts, but let me know your thoughts and comments down below. So overall, if you look at the stats, Highlanders much more run meters than the slightly more, not much more, but 10% more run meters than the Hurricanes, 441 to 408. A lot of running in this game, and this is what really hurt the Highlanders. 19 turnovers conceded, so many little mistakes here and there, letting the Hurricanes off the hook again and again and again. 15 turnovers conceded for the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes not very good in that regards either. Pretty good defense, 158. Hurricanes 23 missed tackles, 110 tackles made for the Highlanders, and 13 missed tackles. So pretty good for both teams in terms of defense and the conversions. I'm pretty sure the penalty goals, Jordie Barrett missed 2. He missed one that was 52 meters out, and he missed one right at the start where he could hit the goal post. So this is some of these stats I'm actually starting to not. Maybe it's the other way around. I think maybe this is in fact, I do only remember Highlanders kicking one penalty. So I'm pretty sure this is the other way around here. The Hurricanes missed 2 and the Highlanders only missed 1. Because after that miss right in front, Mitch Hunt just decided not to kick ball anymore. Yeah, so that was a huge heartbreaker, huge commentator's curse there. Lions lost 2 against the Hurricanes. Scrum's pretty even. I thought, yeah, anyway, penalties conceded, 12 against Hurricanes, 9 against the Highlanders. I thought the penalties conceded by the Hurricanes could have potentially got them a yellow card there, especially in the second half in the danger zone. But yeah, that's definitely an issue that was letting them down. So yeah, let's go through the overall game. Quick recap. Like I was mentioning right at the start, within 10 minutes, both teams had an opportunity to kick for 3 points. Jordy Barrett hits the post, and then the Highlander kicker gets commentator cursed right in front. Surely he can't miss this one. 100% kicking percentage, and then he hits the post as well. With the help with the crowd, with the Wellington crowd jeering and cheering at him. Would have been really annoying actually. If you had I would imagine this would be really annoying, because if you had like a huge, like a full stadium, or 20 to 30, 10,000 people watching, then it'd just be like noise in general, just be like, general noise. But because the fact that it's only 100 people, so it can literally, the fans can literally talk to the players, and it was just you can hear very clearly what the crowds were, kind of yelling at the players at times. So yeah, Mitch Hunt after this, goal post, traumatized by kicking, so the Highlanders did not kick at all from there going onwards. 12 minutes thing, the Hurricanes were kind of putting up a good fight, getting their first opportunity to attack, getting inside the Hurricanes half, and the Hurricanes Rakete Stone, the Luce prop, run in center field. He runs like a center, inside ball from his I think it was from the 10, crashes through, and then just literally look like a center bolting down the field, and goes in for the first try. It was beautiful run. He busts through. He literally busts through the center field like a center. So it was really nice to see. 0 points to 7. Hurricanes gets ahead, and after this, nobody was able to score for the remainder of the first half. The Highlanders had plenty of opportunities to go for to score here in the first half, and every time they had a penalty that was kickable, they opted to go for the line out, and the Hurricanes again and again and again was able to deny them from scoring a try. In fact, on the 23rd minute, looked like the Highlanders scored. One of the players crashes through, gets under the post, and then he wiggled himself through, and then the referee ruled a double movement. So yeah, it did look like he was on the ground, and he wiggled himself a bit. That was a bit hard done by, so Highlanders was not able to score any points at all for the first half. 7 points to 0 going into halftime. Second half comes out. Again, right away, the Hurricanes attempted for a 53-meter field goal, and then Jordy Barrett misses it, but not a big issue. The Hurricanes' return kick was not that good. I did notice that the Hurricanes' kicking game was a little bit short as well, again, compared to the Hurricanes. So the Hurricanes gets an opportunity to attack. A few minutes later, on the 49th minute, there's just the Hurricanes just piling up pressure in front of the Hurricanes, in front of the Highlanders' goalpost. Billy Proctor crashes in for the try, for the Hurricanes' second try. And as a Highlander, you'd be pretty heartbreaking at this point, having relatively more control in the first half. Coming out of the second half, immediately concedes a penalty, immediately concedes a try. So that's not really sitting well for the Highlanders. So Highlanders feeling this heat, picking up the energy, and then just start piling on pressure against the Hurricanes. And this is just where, for the next about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, Highlanders has a lot of opportunities and just missed opportunity left and right. Hurricanes giving away penalties left and right. Eventually, 57th minute, Highlanders gets one try on the board. And this one actually was very controversial. It looked like the Highlanders cocked this one up again. I think was Ethan de Groot was trying to catch the ball, as he was trying to run a flat line to, they were pounding the try line about 5 meters out. Ethan de Groot tried to catch a flat ball. The ball splits out from above him. It looked like it had knocked on. like he kind of went, like he went like past him, and the ball kind of like went straight sideways. It looked like a knock on to me, and the referee, and then the what's his name, Shelby Rickett gets the ball, picks out the loose ball, crashes in for the try. So the referee has to look at that. So the referee's decision on field is try, because he didn't see he wasn't sure he was a knock on or not. Ask the TMO, guys, and you know how this works. The TMO has to find conclusive evidence that this was a knock on, and you know how the camera angles works. You can't really tell whether it's knocked on or not. You know, they actually could potentially have computer technology to map out where the ball landed, and as opposed to where the player was. They can literally put like CGI lines on the ground and figure out where the ball actually is compared to the player. But you know, obviously they don't want to do that. I mean, they could, but they just, yeah. Anyway, maybe in like another 10 years, the rugby will finally catch up with that sort of stuff. But yeah, anyway, I thought it was a knock on, but because they have to find conclusive evidence, and they couldn't, the TMO cannot find that. Try was given to the Highlanders, 14 points to 7. And then again, following this try, Highland, like I said, Highlanders were not able to execute cleanly. It was really, really poor execution. They're kicking the ball out on the full, outside of their own 22 and stuff. Just stuff like that really, really hurt them. On the 68th minute, the Hurricanes finally gets the front foot, and then immediately gets some space on the outside center position. And then basically, the Hurricanes build some momentum, a quick ball goes through one of the players. I think it was, I can't remember who it was, but one of the Highland players, Hurricanes, gets through a gap, kind of like finds like a huge gap between the winger and the outside center, runs through, and then the guy on debut, Henry, what's his name? What's his first name? Let's have a look. It's his debuting today. Logan Henry debuting. He's literally just caught up into the team, 22 years of age, was on the inside for support, gets the support ball, goes in for his try, literally just came on the field, gets his try off for the Hurricanes, 68th minute. And then the Highlanders once again taken back in control, literally again was piling on pressure. On the 74th minute, 12 faces later, just huge pressure building onto the Hurricanes. Hurricanes look a little bit tired of being under the pump for so long. Finally, the Highlanders, Dixon gets a short ball from Aaron Smith. He strides through, had a few players on him, he lands. Again, he looked like he was short. He could look like a double movement. He kind of like wiggled a tiny bit and puts the ball down. But the referee team this time was one movement. So they give him the try. 21 points to 14. Still have 5 minutes left. They could still score, convert a try to level the game to take it in overtime. But like I was mentioning, in the end, the Hurricanes ran the clock down with 2.5 minutes of scrummaging, ran the clock down, and I thought the final scrum could probably given it to the Highlanders, with the referee giving a penalty against the Highlanders on the 80th minute for the collapse in the scrum. I thought the Highlanders should have got the penalty there. Would have made an exciting finish, but that's the way the game ended. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. I do appreciate it. I'm just glad that Hurricanes won the game because, you know, Hurricanes is my away team, my only New Zealand team I'm allowed to support, okay? You know, the only regret is Beauden Barrett has left, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, guys. I really do appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. See you guys a bit later for the Brumbies Waratahs. Cheers.